All right, here we go with day 16. All right, I really wasn't sure what I was going to do a video on today, but I figured I got to work later, so I might as well do it now and kind of get on here and see what comes out. That way, I figure if I don't really like it, I can always do it later. But I think that would defeat the purpose of doing the challenge and seeing what comes out because I feel like sometimes I used to get so nervous of what I was going to say, what I was going to do in every moment. So I would sometimes not go to certain places because I'd have that anxiety of what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Is it going to be fun? Am I going to grow? And it would just make me nervous, like the anticipation and all that. And now I'm starting to learn to just kind of show up and see what happens and be comfortable in the moment, be comfortable on video. Like, I think sometimes that's why when I'm trying to memorize stuff or plan what I'm going to say or have a script, I mean, it's good to have ideas in these videos to go with, but I feel like sometimes if I'm trying to remember or I rehearse it or I write it down or you just sometimes it doesn't go the way that you plan. So I figured sometimes you just got to get in that moment, get on that stage, get in that whatever it is that you're trying to do, and just focus on that moment, and then let everything flow through you. Like I was at a meditation circle a couple nights ago, and I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I knew I had to talk about something when it came around because we were in a circle talking about things. And I just figured that to get used to it, because normally in those scenarios I'm uncomfortable and I don't want to share anything because, I'm just nervous, anxiety, and all that stuff. But I figured the only way to get over that is to actually do it. So eventually I did speak about some stuff, which I may or may not talk about. It was just an excerpt from the Tibetan Book of the Dead that I remembered when I bought the book years ago and opened it up, and it was the one thing that made me buy the book about death. And they said that if we all knew the truth about death, we'd wear party hats and like the Fourth of July or the New Year and celebrate because we're not. I mean, mourn them, miss them, but be grateful you knew them because they're going on to the nirvana, which is heaven, or their next lifetime. So it's just a transition. You will see them again at some point. So I just thought that was kind of cool. So I guess part of the message is to always just show up in any form that you're at, like no matter what capacity it is, because sometimes, greatness will come out of those states and sometimes it doesn't. So, and that's okay if it doesn't, because you have to be comfortable with both sides of the coin. Like some days we're going to be great, some days we're not. Some days we're going to be nervous, some days we're going to feel amazing. So there's always that dichotomy, but if you learn how to do it regardless, or learn how to push through that regardless of how you feel, then you're able to create whatever it is in that moment. And when you like shrink from it or, not go or something like I used to from time to time, then, you don't get the opportunity to maybe meet someone or grow in a way or just anything. You stop that process. I think I talked about it before, but in the Book of Five Rings, they talk about like when you open yourself up to an idea, then the universe will guide you to the answers. But when you say, when you close that opportunity off, then you don't get anything flowing to you. So again, if I wouldn't have got on here and got this video going, then I would have closed myself off to whatever it is that's flowing through me right now to share with you guys. So I think it's more about just being authentic, being yourself, just, being okay with that too. I mean, we've had so much pressure put on us to be great or be better or, be in competition with everybody over our lives. And, society tells us these things. And, really you're not. Like Dean always says, Graziosi, you just got to be better than the person you were yesterday. Just be in competition with yourself, strive to be better. Some days you're going to be better, some days you're not. It's not about being better than the person next to you because I was watching a video by Trent Shelton yesterday, and he's like, you know, some people are going to resonate to you, some people are going to resonate to other people. You're going to find your audience, you're going to find the people that need to hear what you got to say. Sometimes different people put things in different ways that other people understand. And some, you know, and instead of worrying about it, just go out there and put your message out there or do the things that you love with passion, and the right people will find you no matter what. It's just that when you think too much from like what you're talking about, or you know, you get anxious about, if I used to get anxious about what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do. Well, I have to get in that moment and let it out. And I focus more on like, you focus more on what your message is and how it will help people, how it will impact people. And when you make it more bigger than yourself, then you just start letting things flow through you and flow out, because it's just, I don't know, it's bigger than us, man. It, I like I said, I know over my life I've had to transition my limiting beliefs into beliefs about myself that I can do more than I thought was possible in the past. And you know, when you're asked in school, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Well, I had no idea. I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't know exactly what it was, and that's okay. Some people know right away. Some people it takes years of development. Some people might not be a lifetime for them to figure it out. I don't know. But I feel like if you put the energy and the effort and you start to look, you know, seek and you shall find, but you have to put that energy out there, that questions out there, and ask the universe what it is. You know, I don't ask for certain things, I just ask for guidance. Show me what you want me to learn, show me what you want me to do. You know, what can I do for you? Instead of making it about me, I make it about what do you want me to do to help other people, to inspire other people, to motivate other people, to uh, just put that energy out there and see what happens, because you never know who you're going to impact. But if you don't do anything, you're not going to impact anyone. So for me, it was getting used to just being myself and accepting that and letting it go and letting it all out and seeing it as already done. So, so I guess that's the message. I'm a little tired today, so uh, but I wanted to jump on here before I left to go home because I'm still in my buddy's house, but I'm about to go home. So, but hey, you know, just remember, don't be afraid of the moment. Don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid of what anybody else is going to say. Just get into those moments, relax, be yourself, envision yourself doing whatever it is you're passionate about. Because if you can see it, you can do it because it's already done, because the brain doesn't know the difference. So just have patience with yourself, work every day, little by little, moment by moment, and just keep pushing forward. And remember, it's not a competition. It's you becoming the better version of yourself, you working on yourself, and never giving up on yourself, even when it doesn't look good. Some days I've been there. You still got to push through and keep going, because you never know when that next breakthrough is going to come. You never know when that next great moment's going to come. You don't want to be that pitcher where you're one pickaxe away from finding the gold and you turn around and quit, because that's just not fun. All right.